CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is... Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, standing by from the...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Okongwu is out there with John Collins. And it's Capella in at center. And for the Bucks, they've got Antetokounmpo. Brook Lopez is out there with Caruch. Then it's Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Kicks it out to Giannis. It's deflected.
How about that? That's a big boost defensively if Herter can get in there and block shots and intimidate in some way. And that's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here is Holiday. Lopez finds Holiday. Giannis outside. Good work defensively by Capella.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Here's Young. Feeds to Capella. And the rejection by Giannis. Middleton outside. Middleton is doubled. Holiday dishes to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Giannis inside. Young's there. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Herter passes to Young. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Lopez kicks to Giannis. And the layup's good off the glass.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Young. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Giannis. Middleton on the wing. Middleton on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires it up. They get it again.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Young against Antetokounmpo. Young passes to Herter. It's Young on the wing. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Trae Young showing off his finishing ability on the inside.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Rodions Kurucs. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Antetokounmpo. And then for Atlanta, Alinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Okongwu. Lou Williams is subbed in for Kevin Herter.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Passes to Young. Fires from 18. Here's Capella. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Middleton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Forbes kicks to Portis. Pass to Tucker. Back to Forbes. Tucker the pass to Forbes. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Capella missing. The Bucks trail. Outside Portis. There's a minute left in the first quarter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. Pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
Here is Forbes. Inside, Young with the steal. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And there's the pass to Tucker. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Forbes. No good with the triple. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Williams. Got it. Good job in the low post. Williams has got his second bucket. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Middleton. With 1 on the clock.
There's a stellar effort from Gallinari there, really contesting.
And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. 6 on the shot clock. From 10 feet out. Hunter, no good. Bucks trail by 5. This one for 3. Forbes can't get it to go. Forbes has gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And how about Hunter getting up to flush it down?
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
And you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal. And his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary. How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Williams passes to Gallinari. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Gallinari's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Holiday looking over the floor. Right side, Portis. 3-pointer. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Hawks leading by 7. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
He's showing some nice body control, outstanding at keeping his composure and continuing to play at his speed is Gallinari.
Here is Forbes. The dish to Tucker. Pass to Connaughton. Outside Holiday. Kicks to Tucker. Here's the 3. No good there. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Left side, Williams.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. No good from outside. The Hawks leading. Outside, Bogdanovich. To the paint. Here's Hunter. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. Collins comes in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Williams. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off, and one stride gets by everybody.
Young against Holiday. Shots good from Young.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Trae Young. Middleton the pass to Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Portis has got 6.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Young outside. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Now Young. 9 points in the game so far. Over Holiday. Here's Okongwu. It's Collins with the drive. Young with no one around. The three-pointer is right on target. Young's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks. Outside Holiday. To the inside. Stolen by Collins. They're running. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young and Huerter make up the backcourt. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Okongwu in at the small forward position. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut back down to 11 now as they get an important basket that time from Lopez. Young against Giannis. Ball stolen. Stolen by Collins. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Giannis passes to Karuch. And here is Lopez. Giannis with it. He's picked up by Collins. Antetokounmpo, no good. Herter passes to Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. To brag with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Giannis against Young. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Young with the ball. He's got 16. Back to Herter. Hawks passing it around. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Young with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Herter. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Lopez. And he gets it back. Bucks trail by 13. There's the pass to Karuch. And that one is stuffed right through.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Rodions Kurucs, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Bryn Forbes. Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode. 1:16 left to play here in the third. Williams looking around. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Floats it up for Giannis.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Gallinari. Clock at 6. Here's Williams. They can't stop the run with that one.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Middleton against Williams. Middleton left side. The Hawks leading by 7. To the wing on the left. Giannis against Williams. Can't get it to fall. Unable to get that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Atlanta up by 7. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Antetokounmpo is out there with Holiday. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the three. Now here's Williams. Pass to Fernando. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. The Atlanta making some changes, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
It's good.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
Bucks trail by 7. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The wide open look here for Holiday. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Atlanta shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Sometimes you just don't have somebody on your roster to match up with the type of player that John Collins is.
Rodions Kurucs. He's checked in for the Bucks.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Giannis passes to Kurucs. Now Antetokounmpo. Back to Kurucs. Bucks passing it around. 6 to shoot. And it's good for 2.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Young passes to Capella. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And Holiday. And yep, you thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Young drives in. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Trae Young looking like one of those young players who on a nightly basis gives you something you haven't seen before.
Kurucs, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Young outside. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. For 3, Middleton. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Young outside. To the left side wing. Here's Capella. Young finds Capella. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Capella. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. Atlanta leading by 7. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Trae Young wants to be a leader, but it's not about wanting it. You have to show it on a consistent basis so your teammates start to look towards you.
Antetokounmpo passes to Caruth. Here's Middleton. And yes, it's good.
Staying confident in the paint. Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Young taking his time here. Tips it. It's hauled in by Giannis. Bucks have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Caruth. Holiday inside the line. Atlanta with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Collins. He dishes it to Okongwu. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
To the middle, and stolen by Portis.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Now Okongwu, he kicks to Young. Shoots over Portis. And so it's Atlanta with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For And the Hawks with a confident look as they go into the arena earlier on, looking for a win on the road. We are...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. And it's Okongwu in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, we got DeAndre Jordan. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the two-guard spot. Now, here is Harden. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Young taking his time here. From the wing. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe. And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Here's Harden, and the layup is good. Harden's got 6.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Here's Young, and that one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
It's Harden with the drive. Now the pass to Irving. Fires the 3. They grabbed their own miss. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Herter passes to Okongwu. Great D that time from Jordan. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Irving kicks to Harden. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What's up? Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Williams comes in for Young.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Here's Collins over Green, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Then for the Hawks, Hunter comes in for Okongwu. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Herter.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Williams' shot is off.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And the shot goes down. Claxton's got his second basket. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now, here's Hunter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Brown. Back to Irving. Lots of room. Hunter grabs the miss.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Count the basket.
The slashing ability of Gallinari. They like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
Irving drives in, and it's in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving against Williams. Bogdanovic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Irving. The putback, it's good on the putback. Claxton's got 8.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Brown. Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. And stolen by Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. The Nets working the ball around now, and Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Young with the ball. Picked up by Brown. At the tip, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That is his 1st foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Collins is checked in. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Young. Brooklyn with the rebound. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Dishes it to Green. Right side, Griffin. Harden against Young. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Griffin. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Capella trying to free himself up.
Wonderful effort by Blake just to get out to be able to contest that shot.
To the inside. Brown. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Down by 15. Here's Capella. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with this shot all evening long.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Gallinari. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Tough guy to defend. Gallinari with the skill, the knowledge of the game, and gifted physically.
Some changes for Brooklyn. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And Harris subbed in for Bruce Brown. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Williams. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Young. Great touch on the 16-footer. Young's got 6 points.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks making a change here. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Tony Snell comes in for Okongwu. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Right side Aldridge. Shot on the wing. Kicks it out to Harden. Irving against Bogdanovich. Yep, that one goes in there. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
Tries from 16. Williams can't hit. Here's Harden on the wing. Over Gallinari. And a great job by the D contesting that shot in court. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our half. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 17 points.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Huerter make up the back. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Okongwu in at the 3 slot. Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Collins kicks to Okongwu. Back to Young. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Young's got 10 points.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
The 11-footer, that one wide left.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Goes up from the top of the key. He can't get that one, and Brooklyn will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin, and Irving launches it from deep. No good on the 3.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And a change for the Hawks. Bogdanovich is checked in. Here's Young. Here's Capella. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 8.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Irving. That one drops for him. And the Nets lead by 9.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Young passes to Capella. Irving against Young. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Irving for three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Young outside. Looking to get it going. Another shot. And he lays it straight in. Young's got 12 points in the game.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Outside Irving. Makes it off the glass.
And that's vintage Kyrie. He has the blow-by speed to get past defenders off the dribble.
Young outside. It's stolen by Green. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Hunter's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Okongwu. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Williams against Irving. 5 on the clock. Williams gets the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Nets leading by 5. Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Brown the pass to Irving. No one near him. Offensive rebound, Nets.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
For Brooklyn, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
We know he's one of the best offensive players in the league. What I've seen lately from Kyrie is an improvement in his focus on the defensive end.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Williams. Collins. And Collins is right there.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
Here's Harden. Offensive rebound. Aldridge kicks to Irving. A 3-ball. Harden against Bogdanovich. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Williams against Harden. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Lou Williams. Williams against Harden. Outside Irving. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Drills it from outside.
A moon shot from Kyrie. He's a monster from distance.
Williams looking over the floor. Collins passes to Gallinari. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Passes it to Aldridge. A 15-footer, and that's good for two. And now a 12-point Nets lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here is Williams. Here's Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
As usual, feasting inside. John Collins puts defenders in no-win situations.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Blake Griffin. Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Okongwu comes in for Tony Snell. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Harden up top, defended by Young. From the high post. Misses off the right iron. The Hawks trail by 10. To the paint. Collins, good. 8 points for John Collins.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Irving attacking. And it's good, 2 points. And the Nets lead by 10.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
The Nets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. In the corner, it's Harris. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Here's Herter. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Irving with a clean look. And a miss there on the triple. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. It's tipped. Seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. Kicks it out to Harden. Goes up again. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Bustling Philadelphia on I-95. A gorgeous night for basketball. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin. Trey.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Okongwu into the small forward position. And for the 76ers, Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Green. Then it's Simmons. And it's Curry in at the 2. And it's Capella missing.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Curry kicks to Howard. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Now the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Capella dishes to Collins. 5 to shoot. Passes to Herter. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Now here's Curry, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The 76ers making a switch here. Scott's checked in.
Mike Scott.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Young drives in, and it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Young finds Collins. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Young. Blocked again.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
They get it back. Howard. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And Howard is skilled at getting good position, effective at creating space for himself near the basket.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Free throw good, Howard. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Young with the ball. Kicks it to Capella. Hawks passing it around. The 17-footer. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic in seeing when one of his guys is open.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Now, here's Okongwu. Shot clock at 5. And they pick up 2.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
The Hawks trail by 5. It's stolen by Green. Scott the pass to Green. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
The agility from Green when he goes inside is impressive. I mean, his fluid motion gets him to his shot.
And Young, here we go. Yes, that goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 7. Herter. And the rebound goes to Howard.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Atlanta with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Pass to Young. And 1:01 left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Herter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Hunter comes in for Collins. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's Williams in for Trae Young.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Right side, Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And such a nimble ball handler. Williams makes quick work of getting down the lane, and he'll drive all night long if they let him.
Now, here's Maxey. Down low. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Herter. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Gallinari against Reed. Now Williams.
I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Hunter. Tony Snell is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Gallinari in at the center. And slam dunk by Harris.
Showing off that athleticism. Harris is more than happy to slam it down like this.
The Hawks trail by 10. Now here's Williams. Fires for 3. That shot off the mark. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Scotty's checked in for the 76ers. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And it's Scott with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Now, here's Capella. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
So costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Here's Maxey. Milton kicks to Scott. 76ers moving the ball around. And here's Harris from the arc. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here is Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Milton the pass to Maxey. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Okongwu. over Milton. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Herter. That one's off. Still out of sync. The 76ers leading by 15. Milton in the corner. Harris inside the line. No good with the wing jumper. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for Trae Young. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The jump hook. And here is Capella. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now here's Simmons. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Bogdanovich, no luck.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Green, no luck. The Hawks trail by 15, and the pass to Gallinari.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just wanted more right now. You gotta love the hustle.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Over in the corner, Williams. Over Simmons. The shot by Williams, no good.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
And he makes that one. And the 76ers lead by 17. Gallinari inside the three-point line, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers feeling good about their
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. Right out of the gate, it was Philly setting the tone. They had the pieces in place for a nice... Thanks for joining.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
We've got Ben Simmons. Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Passes it to Herter. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the most feared rim protectors in the league.
Young. Good. Young's got 8 points.
Up and under and in. I mean, thinking on the fly with the double clutch.
Here's Simmons outside Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Young, good.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young, solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Simmons with it. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Korkmaz checked in for Danny Green. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
An absolute powerhouse down there. Howard attacks with such ferocity. He makes defenders nervous.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. The Hawks trail by 17. Here's Bogdanovic. Kicks it out to Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Moves so well towards the rim. When Collins attacks with that kind of ferocity, puts the defense on their heels.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. The Hawks trail by 15. Inside, Howard with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here is Harris. He's got 7. And he comes up with the deuce.
I'll tell you what, Harris is a solid mid-range shooter, and he feels comfortable from there.
Snell kicks to Gallinari. Here's Williams. Can't hit that one. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Harris. Hunter grabs the miss. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Milton. A three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trail by 17. Here's Snell. Chalk up 2 there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now, Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that one is good.
Oh, that's just too much strength from Howard. A little contact doesn't bother him in the least.
Williams looking around. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive great guy. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. For 3, Harris. That shot off, and Atlanta will go the other way with it.
Just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Back to Williams. Now, here's Bogdanovic. It's stolen. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Harris has got 11 points.
Well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique. Just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
Here's Williams. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Here's Milton. Hands it from downtown.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Left side, Williams. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for him.
And just a fluid offensive talent with really a knack for getting to his spots. Williams so hard to keep up with.
Now, here's Milton. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Harris from downtown. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Gallinari. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Oh, some high IQ basketball from Bogdanovich. Moves the ball to the wide open man. 4 and assist.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action after this word. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Young. And it's Snell in at the shooting guard. Capella, the pass to Snell. Back to Capella. He kicks it to Snell. And he dunks it down.
A burst of athleticism gets Snell to the rim, and he throws it down.
Philadelphia leading by 14. Outside, Simmons. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Okongwu comes in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Tony Snell. Now here's Green. 6 to shoot. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Collins finds Young. Looking to get back on track here. And the layup is good.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Green. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Curry on the wing. Uncovered. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Here's Young. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
On the wing, Green. Outside Curry. There's the pass to Reed. Beyond the arc. Curry's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 16. Capella, the pass to Huerter. We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Green kicks to Reed. Capella against Scott. Curry on the wing. Jacks up a 3. And it's Green missing. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Puts it up from 7. Here's Capella. Up and in on the layup.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
Simmons dishes to Scott. Back to Simmons. On the wing, Green. Pass to Scott. Curry on the wing. The 76ers with another miss. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Philadelphia.
not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Dwight Howard.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there tonight.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Young, good.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
On the wing, Green. And here is Simmons. Curry on the wing. The three. No good that time. It's off. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of the Atlanta skyline and all. And with pregame.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program.
GA, thanks a lot. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Okongwu is out there with John Collins. And it's Capella in at the center. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And Holiday is right there.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
And Young, here we go, lays it up and banks it in.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, it's hard to close off the lane.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Holiday dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And Okongwu has it in the corner. Herder passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Here's Middleton after the basket by Atlanta. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The up fake from Lopez working to perfection.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Brook Lopez. He's perfect from the line this time.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Young drives in. Here's Okongwu.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both good from the line that time. Here's Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Collins comes over with the double team. Middleton drives in. Back to Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lopez has got 6 points.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Okongwu. Young outside. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Milwaukee also making some changes. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Here's Capella. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. 1:44 left in the first quarter. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I absolutely love how Antetokounmpo just has a winning mindset. Consistently, this guy is looking to go all the way to the basket. Has to be devastating trying to stop this guy if you're on defense.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Lock at 6. Here's Young. Lopez with the block.
You know, he was born in Switzerland, guys. Clint Capella's had quite the journey to NBA stardom. I mean, started his pro career in France, and he was a late first-round pick in 2014.
The Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Okongwu. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Over to the left wing. Back to Forbes, and Holiday has it in the corner. 18 feet out. That one rolling around and rims out. The Hawks trail by 7. Over in the corner, Williams lets it go with a 3. A second chance effort. And it's Capella missing. Bucks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Holiday dishes to Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Capella with the bucket.
Capella has the size and ability to score down in the paint. I like his assertiveness.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Passes to Tucker. Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The three. And it's Connaughton missing. Here's Williams. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been... And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Chris Middleton. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Bucks also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. Nice shot by Portis.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Hunter, the pass to Williams. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Down low. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And it's the Bucks on the break.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Williams against DiVincenzo. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Williams. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Tucker, the pass to Portis. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And he gets the bucket.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. Collins comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he?
It's all about keeping the defense off balance, guys. I mean, not knowing where you're going to go. I sort of thought he was hoping to go hard to the rack there. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Antetokounmpo, no good. The Hawks trail by 9 to the inside. Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Young drives in. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but It looks like they're putting it together right now.
Middleton, the pass to Portis. He gets that one.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
So for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Huerter. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Portis kicks to Middleton. Let's go. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Collins wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The wide open look here for Holiday. Portis kicks to Holiday. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. 6 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Portis can't get it to go. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They are leading by 12. And
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Young and Huerter make up the back. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Okongwu in at the small forward. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Now here's Middleton. Lopez left side. Releases from 15. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Outside Portis. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Giannis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Pass to Huerter. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Middleton for 3. Sinks the triple. Middleton's got 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Okongwu. Lou Williams is subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And it's Hunter with the jam.
And Boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Lopez dishes to Holiday. Pass to Connaughton. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And just miss after miss right now.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
It's stolen by Capella. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Holiday with it, and guarded by Capella. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded closely. The shot by Holiday, no good.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Bucks leading by 6. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday, and the shot goes in. Holiday's got 6 points.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Williams passes to Capella. In the corner, Snell with it. And the 3 off target. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the inside, here's Tucker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And though lacking some height, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Hunter. The Bucks also with the sub. Forbes checked in.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Forbes dishes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Here's Capella, and he uses the glass on the layup. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Holiday with the 3. The shot missing. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll take a... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 2.
You know, really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it. He passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and he's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of his work ethic.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Portis with it. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Now Young feeds to Okongwu. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Middleton. Passes it to Forbes. Bucks passing it around. Portis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Collins.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Here's Collins, and the rejection by Giannis. Here's Young. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half. Bucks leading by 11. The pass to Middleton. Here's Nwora. Kicks to Forbes. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Here's Nwora. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And here's Young from the arc. The offensive rebound.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
Middleton on the wing. Back to Forbes. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the three-point shot.
And stolen by Portis. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Molinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Capella against Giannis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Hawks trail by 12. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Young, no good. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. From deep. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Okongwu, the pass to Capella. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Bucks.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Middleton looking it over. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. From deep. But they get it back. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. There's the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. Young's shot is off. And here is Antetokounmpo. The tray. That one misses. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above it. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the net starting 5. We've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there with DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Herter. Out left to the wing. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Harris and stolen by Jordan.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Here's Collins. After Jeff Green's bucket, it's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And a wide open look for Irving. Offline with his 3. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. It's good on the putback.
That's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint. Quick and athletic. Able to corral the miss.
Outside, Green. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Capella. Collins against Green. It's deflected. Here's Young. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is Trae Young's game right there. Rise, fire, and these shots are helping out the offense.
On the wing, Irving. Fires from deep. They get it back. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Young looking it over. Over Harden. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
Everyone expects him from long range. Nice to see him in the mid-range get something done.
Harden against Young. Harden the pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Molinari, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. And the Nets making a change here as well. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jeff Green. Now here's Bogdanovich after the miss from Trae Young. Bogdanovich dishes to Hunter. And it's blocked by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Nets. Brown comes in for James Harden. And that one's good, Irving. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. 1:07 left in the first. That shot is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Three-pointer. Here's Griffin. Tries again. The kick out to Irving. The three-pointer no good.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Williams against Irving. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Irving's got 5 points so far. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Pass to Okongwu. Count it, good.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Outside Irving. Just 3 on the clock. And it's good on the way in. 7 points in the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And that. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
They've got Gallinari, Lou Williams out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Collins, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Count that one. Young's got the lead, back up to 1 now for the Hawks.
Now, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Now here's Green. Here's Griffin. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Stolen by Harden. Well, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Young. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Hawks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he makes the first.
Kevin Huerter's favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade, and that's why he wears the number 3.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Young against Harden with the shot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Brooklyn leading by 3. Harden left side. Free throw line jump shot. That shot no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Young. That one a little long. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Young with no one around. Atlanta again missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
Well, the D cannot handle DJ right now. A gigantic guy on the inside who's going to get those calls most of the time.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Trae Young. And the Nets also making a change. Harris is checked in. Here's Williams, and it's blocked by Jordan. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. For the Hawks, Gallinari comes in for Hutter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Huerter. And Gallinari kicks to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Over Harden. He can't hit that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. In the corner, it's Harris. Got a piece of it. Williams looking around. Another miss by Williams.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Harris misses. The Hawks trail by 6. 3 on 3. Here's Gallinari. Capella trying to free himself up. And it's Gallinari missing. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Claxton the pass to Brown. Nifty move. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Passes it to Okongwu. Here's Snell, guarded by Harden. Snell, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
They get the rebound. Brown kicks to Aldridge. Here's Harden on the wing. He has 6. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Aldridge. They grab their own miss. Out to Harris. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here are the Nets. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And it's Brown missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Like to see when an offensive player.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And that'll do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the 2. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Harris on the double team. Hunter with it. Guarded now by Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot. And Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Harden. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Basket counts. Collins has got 6.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. And here's Harris from the arc. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 4.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Young. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's Harden with the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Young. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
For the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Bogdanovich comes in for Tony Snell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Williams against Harden. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks trail by 4. Gallinari finds Capella. The kick out to Williams. Griffin with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Outside Irving. Hits the 3-point bomb. Irving's got 14.
Yeah, that's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. And Bogdanovich kicks to Williams. Hawks passing it around. From outside the arc. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Bogdanovich dishes to Gallinari. Back to Bogdanovich. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. They lead by 7. Now the pass to Claxton. Aldridge against Williams. Good work there as it goes. Aldridge has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Well, back to the basket. Sometimes more facing up is Aldridge. He excels right there down in the painted area.
And it's sent back by Aldridge. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Irving passes to Aldridge. Irving, a good look. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Brown from past the arc. Irving can't hit. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Bogdanovich wide open. Collins. And Collins is right there. Collins has got 4 this quarter.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Griffin, no one around him. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Griffin's got his second bucket of the game to go. The third quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets under. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Young and Herter make up the back. Gallinari is out there with Hunter. And it's Collins in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And here's Harris from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there. Young outside. Out to the right wing. Pass to Herter. He feeds it to Collins.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And that one's good, Irving.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Hunter with it. Harris is there. And the rejection by Jordan. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. On the wing, Irving. Five on the clock. Feeds it to Green. Over Gallinari. Second shot opportunity. And on the way from Irving for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Gallinari finds Collins. Here's Young. And Jordan sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Here is Harden, and here are the Nets. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. He dishes it to Irving. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Kicks it to Young. Fires from the wing. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Here's Jordan. No good there. Collins with some nice D. Young outside. Puts up a 3. Good D by Harden. Brooklyn with the ball. Big run right now going for him. 11-2.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Brooklyn making some changes. Aldridge, no one around him. And again, it's the Nets missing. And Atlanta has possession, trailing by 19.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Pass to Griffin. He's off on that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Passes it to Snell. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Chioza, no good. Okongwu, the pass to Goodwin. Brooklyn with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Johnson. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here, and David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Green, and it's Howard in at the center position. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And so it's Atlanta with it after the Sixers pick up 2. Clock at 6. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Harris outside. Back to Curry. Simmons passes to Curry. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it's Simmons penetrating. Green kicks to Curry. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Mike Scott's checked in for Tobias Harris. For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The pass to Herter. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Curry kicks to Simmons. Curry with the bounce pass. Outside, Scott. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Scott. Curry on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And it's Simmons penetrating. The shot's good.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Young with no one around. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Back to Simmons. The kick out to Scott. Here's Howard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Trae Young. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one falls for Howard.
And Howard may be the most physically imposing player in the game today. His strength still sets him apart.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Hawks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Simmons against Young. Simmons passes to Curry. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Hunter. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Curry. And Simmons slams it in.
Intent on keeping that possession alive, Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Passes it to Capella. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And Capella the bucket on the assist from Bogdanovich. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. And he gets it to go.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Maxey passes to Scott. Kicks to Harris. Inside. Scott can't get it to go.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Okongwu dishes to Snell. Down low. The shake. And there's the nice layup by Okongwu.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Scott. No good off the back of the rim.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks ahead. They're up by 1. Let's take a quick break now. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Hawks, Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Williams. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard position.
John Collins is terrific in transition. Consistently beats opponents up and down the floor.
Harris outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact.
Right side, Williams. Here's Okongwu. And too long on the shot.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Harris's shot is good.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Williams scanning the floor. And the layup falls. Williams has got his first 2 points.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojets.
Harris with it. Okongwu covering. Harris right side. 5 to shoot. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. To the middle. Here's Herter. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Thibault kicks to Scott. Here's Harris. Harris missing again.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Count it. Collins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Harris outside. Pass to Scott. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Outside Williams.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
A nice shot by Harris.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
On the wing, Williams. Herter passes to Okongwu. It's hauled in by Harris. 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Korkmaz, and the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Philadelphia lead for Atlanta. They've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. There's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Harris looking it over. Feeds it to Scott. And stolen by Okongwu. Lobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Beautiful catch and flush by Collins. A high flyer who attacks the rim with purpose.
54 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Thibault.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Philadelphia, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Scott. Reed comes in for Harris. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Thibault, the putback, and Howard with the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Here's Young. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Here's Simmons, and Capella sends it back. Got it off in time, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Tie game in it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, Kent. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. Hey.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. We've got Green. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. Then it's Reed, and it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Collins. Pass to Hunter. Takes a 3. The shot will not fall. The 76ers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Young with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Collins is running. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
It's very interesting. Kevin Huerter projects to be a shooter, but he's so inconsistent from the free throw line.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to...
Oh, that was something else!
That was nasty.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Simmons against Young.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Huerter. Collins finds Young. Back to Collins. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Collins has got 8.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And it's Curry at the elbow. Green, the pass to Curry. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Collins passes to Young, lays it up and banks it in. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And there's the pass to Howard. Up top, Reed. He's guarded by Collins. Outside Curry. Passes it to Howard. Over Collins. And the 76ers get it back.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Herter. Reed covering. Capella kicks to Collins. And Collins gets double-teamed. AT that time from Curry. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons. Trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Young inside. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Capella to the right side. Herter passes to Capella. Outside Collins. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Off target with his 3. The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Outside Curry. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
To the inside. The Hawks working the ball around. Young in the corner. And stolen by Simmons. Curry dishes to Reed. Outside for Simmons. Curry outside. Drills the three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
Poor defense there. That's his bread and butter. You have to crowd him out on the perimeter.
A nice shot by Young.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Sixers.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Curry outside. But they'll get another chance. To the left wing. Here's Reed. Keeps it alive. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Now here's Simmons. That will count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. 70. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Bogdanovich. Hunter is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Williams. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. On the wing, Harris. Capella covering. Maxey. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Maxey's got his first basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Williams outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Here's Harris. And that one, good. Harris has got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
High percentage look for Harris. He becomes more and more efficient offensively.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Williams gets to Capella. on the wing. Back to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Maxey passes to Milton. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard comes in for Scott, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. The Hawks trail by 5. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And again, it's Philadelphia.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now Williams releases. They get it again. Pass to Capella. Howard with the steal. For 3. A shot by Milton, no good. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 7.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Thybulle, the pass to Harris. Second chance shot. Howard kicks to Harris. Here's Thybulle. Harris's shot is off. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Gallinari. Makes it off the glass.
Anytime you need a bucket, Gallinari looks to provide. Takes a lot of pride in his game.
Here's Maxey. Harris outside. Pulls up. The putback, and Howard with the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Bogdanovich, no luck. 76ers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. 76ers moving the ball around. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Harris missing again.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
That one falls.
What a bucket for DeAndre Hunter. His energy on the offensive end, exceptional.
Maxey passes to Milton. Here's Maxey. On the wing, Harris. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow. A play that might come to define this game.
That could be a 4 to 5 point turnaround. How quickly things change.
And with time winding down, this team feels comfortable having the ball in Howard's hands. He just has a great feel for these moments and how to score the ball.
Williams in the post.
That's a good opportunity, but he needs to go up a little stronger, in my opinion.
For 3, Harris. Headshot off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Reed comes in for Harris. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Curry can't get it to go. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building.